Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First year chemistry, chapter number 1, lecture number 3, molecule. A molecule is the smallest particle of a pure substance which can exist independently. It is the smallest particle of pure substance which can exist independently. In the last lecture, we have learned that helium is an element which can exist independently, and hydrogen is the substance which cannot exist independently. Hydrogen has to share electron with another hydrogen or with any other element. Otherwise, it cannot exist independently. Remember that molecule is the smallest particle of a pure substance. We said molecule is the smallest particle of pure substance, not impure. It will be the smallest particle of pure substance which can exist independently. Hydrogen alone will not be a molecule, it will be an element. But H2, in the form of H2, when it shares electron with any other element, it will be a molecule. And helium, its electron octet is complete. It has not to share electron with any other element. It is independent. It can exist alone. It is independently exist. So it is a molecule. Helium is a molecule and hydrogen in the H2 form is a molecule. Not in H form, only in H2 form it is a molecule. Because H2 can exist independently and helium alone can exist independently. It may contain one or more atoms. We said it may contain one or more atoms. One atom means helium is a one atom, but it can exist independently, so that it is a molecule. And H2, more atom, more than one atom, two hydrogen atom in H2 molecule, but it can exist independently, so it is a molecule. Atomicity. Why we define atomicity? How we define? The number of atoms present in a molecule. As the number of atoms increase in a molecule, atomicity will increase. As the number of atoms decrease in a molecule, atomicity decrease. It has many types like monatomic, diatomic, triatomic, tetratomic, and so on. Okay, monatomic, one atom. Mono means one atomic atom. Is a helium. Helium is a one atom, but it is a monatomic molecule. We said helium is a monatomic molecule. Diatomic, di means two. Diatomic, two molecule like H2. We said H2 is a diatomic molecule. Triatomic, tri means three atoms. Its example is O3, ozone. O3 we called O3 ozone. It is a triatomic molecule, 3 oxygen molecule in it. Types of molecules on the basis of types of atoms. Homomolecules. Same type of atoms are called homomolecules like helium, chlorine, ozone, P4, O3, P4, acid. Chlorine contain two chlorine atoms. Chlorine both are same. O3 contain 3 oxygen atoms. Oxygen atoms are same. Homo means same. These are homomolecules. P4, 4 phosphorus atom. Phosphorus are same. Sulfur 8 sulfur atoms. Homomolecules. These are same. These all are homomolecules because in chlorine, ozone, phosphorus and sulfur, all atoms are same. All they contain same types of atoms. Heteromolecules. Hetero means different types of atoms. HCl, NH3, H2SO4, C6H12O6. HCl contain two types of atoms, mean different types of atoms. Heteromolecule, it's a heteromolecule, hydrogen and chlorine, two types of atom. NH3, two types of atom, nitrogen and hydrogen, two types of atom. It has one nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atom. Don't confuse in that molecule. Types of atom are 2, but the number of atoms are NH3. N is nitrogen and H is hydrogen. Two types of atoms. It is heteromolecule. H2SO4. H2 is a hydrogen and one type, and sulfur and oxygen, three types of atoms. It's a heteromolecule. C6H12O6 sulfuric acid. Now glucose. C6 carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, three types of atoms. It is a heteromolecule. Example is hydrochloric acid, ammonia, sulfuric acid and glucose. The size of molecules are definitely bigger than atoms. Definitely the size of molecules is bigger than atoms. Atoms are small but molecule is big. HCl alone is small and hydrogen alone is small, but when they combine it will be a bigger molecule. Some are small molecules, micromolecules like HCl, NH3, H2SO4, glucose. These are micromolecules. And some are macromolecules like fructose, glucose. Depend upon number of atoms. As the number of atoms increase, the size of molecule will increase. Shape, micromolecules mean small. Hydrogen, helium, water, carbon dioxide, these are micromolecules. Macromolecules, macro mean large. Large molecules like hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the macromolecule in blood. Hemoglobin carry oxygen from our lungs to all parts of our body. Hemoglobin is contain red blood cell. It contain oxygen, carry oxygen from our lungs to all parts of body. It is a bigger molecule, macromolecule, and it is found in blood. It carry oxygen from lungs to all parts of body. Hemoglobin contain 10,000 atoms. Hemoglobin 68,000. Macromolecules, macro mean large molecules. Hemoglobin is an example. Hemoglobin is a large molecule. It's a macromolecule in blood. It carry oxygen from our lungs to all parts of our body. Hemoglobin consists of 10,000 of atoms. It's such a large molecule, macromolecule. Hemoglobin contains 68,000 atoms, heavier than a hydrogen atom. It is 68,000 times heavier than a hydrogen atom. It's such a macromolecule. Next is ions. Ions are those species which carry either positive or negative charge. Now we learn how ions form. There are two types of ions, cation and anion. Anion, for example, atom A, when it will lose one electron, it will contain one positive charge. Positive charge on A represent it is cation. When any atom loses an electron, it will form a positive charge will appear on it, and it is called as cation. When a cation will lose electron, and 2 plus charge will form on it, and when 2 plus release electron, a 3 plus electron will form. When 1 electron release, 1 plus charge, and when 2 electron release, 2 plus charge, and when 3 electron release, 3 plus charge. It is an endothermic reaction. Why we call it an endothermic reaction? Because endo mean inside, thermic mean heat. Thermin heat, endo mean inside. The process in which heat absorbed is called endothermic. Okay. It need, when we have to release electron, emit electron from this atom, we have to provide energy. The process in which we have to provide energy is called endothermic, in which heat absorbed. Okay. Without absorbing heat, without providing heat, electron will not lose from its outer shell. When we provide it energy in the form of heat or X-ray or any radiation, electron will lose from its outer shell. When we will provide it heat, electron will lose from its outer shell and cation will form. Positive ions formed by metals. In periodic table, first A elements and second A elements mostly form cations like sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, calcium, magnesium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. These will form cations. Na plus 1 plus, it will lose 1 electron mostly. Potassium 1 plus, it will lose 1 electron mostly. That's why both contain 1 plus charge. And they are placed in first A elements because it loses 1 electron. That's why they are placed in first A element, first A group. Ca2 plus and calcium and magnesium lose 2 electrons from its outer shell. That's why they are placed in second group. Aluminium is placed in third group. It mostly release 3 electrons. That's why it contains 3 plus charge, and exceptions are also there. Iron 3 plus mostly, but its exception, it is placed in D block element. It's a D block element. We will learn about D block elements in detail. Tin 4 plus, it will lose 4 electrons from its outer shell. That's why it contains 4 plus charge. Aluminium will lose 3 electrons. It will contain 3 plus charge. And iron will lose 3 electrons. It will contain 3 plus charge. Next, anion. When a neutral atom picks up one or more electrons, a negative ion is formed, which is called anion. When a neutral atom picks up or gains one or more electron. When a neutral atom gains one or more electron, negative ion is formed, that is called anion. For example, a neutral atom B, when it gains one electron, it will form B negative, and negatively charged anion will form. This is called anion. When B negative absorb an electron, it will contain 2 negative charge. It will also be a anion. It's an exothermic process. Exothermic process. What is exothermic process? Why we said it exothermic? Because the reaction or process in which heat is released is called exothermic process. Any reaction, any process in which heat released is called exothermic process. Okay. When a cation form, we have to provide energy, we have to provide heat. But when anion formed, energy is released. Energy will be released. Energy will be released in this reaction, and that's why it is the exothermic reaction or exothermic process. Negative ions like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, sulfur. Fluorine contain 1 negative if it release 1 electron. It will be 2 negative if it release 2 electron from it. Fluorine is the most electronegative element in the periodic table. It's highly electronegative element. Chlorine is less, and then bromine. Chlorine, and bromine, they have released 1 electron from their outer shell. Sulfur has released 2 electrons from its outer shell. That's why it contains 2 minus charge. The cations and anions possess altogether different properties from their corresponding neutral atoms. Definitely, a neutral atom fluorine has different properties from its anion, which is negative charge. Negatively charged fluorine has different properties from its neutral atom fluorine. We will learn about halogen in detail in next chapters. Example of anions: hydroxyl, carbonate, sulfate, phosphate, magnate, and chromate. Hydroxyl contains 1 minus charge. It has released 1 electron. Carbonate 2 minus, sulfate 2 minus, phosphate 3 minus. Magnate 1 minus, and chromate 2 minus charge. These are all examples of anions. Examples of positive ions like ammonium. Ammonia, if NH4 contain positive charge, it is an example of positive ion, ammonium ion. Carbocation in organic chemistry. In organic chemistry, we will learn about carbocations. What are carbocations? Carbocations will form in certain reactions. Carbocations are also examples of positive ions. Next, molecular ion. When an atom loses or gains an electron, it forms an ion. When any atom loses, or we have learnt, when an atom loses or gains an electron, it forms an ion. Similarly, a molecule. But when a molecule lose or gain an electron, it form a molecular ion. When a molecule, it is a molecule, not a single atom. We have learned previous that when a single atom lose or gain an electron, it form a ion. But when a molecule will lose or gain an electron, it will form a molecular ion. For example, CH4 plus carbonyl group nitrogen plus, it is N2 form. It's a molecule. Carbonyl is a molecule and CH4 is a molecule. We have learned that what is molecule? Any substance, any smallest particle of pure substance is called molecule. Okay, it may be one or more atoms. More than one atoms, carbon and hydrogen, it's a molecule. When a molecule lose electron, it will be a molecular cation. It's a molecular cation. In the molecular form, it has loose electron. In the molecular form, nitrogen has loose electron. There are two nitrogens. It's a molecule, not an atom. In the molecular form, it has loose electron. It is a molecular cation. Cationic molecular ions are more abundant than anionic ones. Cationic molecular ions are more abundant. Anionic ones are less. Molecular ions can be generated by passing high energy electron beam as alpha particles. How molecular ions form? When alpha particles, helium-2, 4, are high energy bombarded on an element, on a molecule, it will form a molecular ion. Okay, positively charged molecular ion, how formed? When an energy beam, electron beam, as alpha particles are bombarded on a molecule, it will form a molecular ion. X-ray, electron beam, first method to generate molecular ion, and second method is X-ray. When X-ray is bombarded on a molecular ion, it will when X-rays are bombarded on a molecule, it will form a molecular ion. Molecular ions give more information about their structures. Molecule in neutral form will like CH4. CH4 in molecular form contain less, describe about its structure less, but in molecular form, when bombarded electron beam on it, when electron beam or X-ray bombarded on it, it will form CH4 plus molecular ion will form, and we can know more about its structure in molecular ions form. Okay, in the form of molecular ion, we can determine its structure easily as compared to in neutral form. Okay, I hope you have understand. Like, comment and share the video if you have understand the lecture. Lastly, with the end the lecture with the name of Allah and Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. जो शख्स कुरान पाक देखकर पढ़ने का आदी होता है, अल्लाह ताला उसको उसकी आँखों से फ़ायदा उठाने का मौका देता है जब तक वो दुनिया में रहे. फ़ज़ाइल कुरान इब्न अब्बास रज़ियल्लाहु अन्हु. अल्लाह हाफ़िज़. Like, share, and if you have any query, you can comment in the comment section. I will try my best to answer your concern. Allah Hafiz.